is Fatima Mamza, and I'm so excited to be here at TEDx Argungu. So much had gone into the planning of this event, but one thing that stuck with me in all the plannings and trying to figure out what topic do I want to talk about is, who do you really think you are? And so I want you to look at your neighbor and ask the question, who are you? I don't need you to answer that. One thing the world has tried to effect in us is a sense of commonality. But I'm going to tell you today, be so good at being you and not anyone else. That individuality, that is your strength. That is your power. I know from the picture of me here, I look like Beyonce, don't I? But Beyonce and I are totally different because she has found out who she is. So do you know who you are? A lot of people look at you, and when they see you, what do they see? What people see is not really who you are. So you might look at me and you might think, oh, she's a makeup artist. Oh, she's beautiful. Oh, she's wearing this regal outfit. But that's not all who I am. And so in the course of my job as a makeup artist, I'm usually surrounded by mirrors. And who hasn't seen a mirror here today? Okay. When you look at the mirror, you're looking for assurance. When you're looking at the mirror, you want to know, am I beautiful? Do I have a pot belly? Would I still look attractive to the young girls? Am I graying? And so much more. But every day we spend time in front of these mirrors, same as today, I stood in front of the mirror and I said, oh, does my turban look nice? Am I too revealing for Kabby? Do I need to wear the cape over and cover for modesty? Now, there is one mirror that we actually do not look at, and that is the mirror within. How many of you spend time in introspection? How many of you spend time learning about yourself? We spend so much time gossiping about people. Oh, did you hear this about her? Did you hear this about her? But who are you? Do you really know who you are? So instead of spending that time trying to figure somebody else, why don't you spend those hours trying to figure out who you really are? There is this tribe called Cherokee, but unfortunately, because of time, I wouldn't be able to read their poem because it talks about the Great Spirit. And I'll tell you a story. In 2018, on my birthday, I wrote this caption on my Instagram story. And it reads, I want to live consciously and courageously, and I want to awaken the Great Spirit within. And alas, I didn't know that just mere words would actually turn out to be reality. And so when I got the call to come speak at TEDx, I said, oh, yes. But I didn't know how grand TEDx was. I didn't really know. I just said yes to opportunity. And while I was preparing for my speech, I sat down with a young gentleman. And he asked me, what topic are you going to talk about? I said, uncharted waters. I don't want to talk about my entrepreneurial journey, which is important. But I said I needed to awaken the Great Spirit within because I believe we all have that Great Spirit within us. And we need to wake up that Great Spirit because that's what makes us chart territories in uncharted waters. Because you need to define who you really are and find out that you are great within you, and we all share that greatness. If you open the brain of Beyonce and you open the brain of Oprah, it's no different from yours. So have you found your greatness? If you look at Nelson Mandela, if you look at Oprah, if you look at Beyonce, Mother Teresa, Queen Amina, and Usman Dan Fodio, they have nothing in common. Their commonality is that they have nothing in common. Beyonce has set herself apart in entertainment. For a one-day show, Beyonce spends about an average of 8 months preparing excellently in such a way that when she has performed on stage, you actually have to wonder, what else? What else do you need to see? Mandela showed us that we can actually transcend our emotions and all the things that life has shaped us to be. He was that great president who stepped up from the prison and became the first black president to walk in South Africa. If you look at Mother Teresa, you do not remember her for her wrinkles, you do not remember her for her smile and all of that. You remember the greatness that she has lived. When you talk about Queen Amina, how many of you actually remember Queen Amina by her face? Hardly anyone. But you remember the greatness, you remember the essence, the great spirit that she has left us here on earth. The same thing when you talk about Alexander the Great, who conquered Asia and a lot of other kingdoms. So I would ask you, what territory are you going to chart? Now, in my early years in secondary school, anybody that knows me know I have an OCD for cleanliness. It's so bad that yesterday, our hostess, who hosted us in a very beautiful lodge, actually took me to my room and I said, can I have bleach? And she said, Fatima, what are you going to do with bleach? I said, oh, I want to sprinkle it on the toilet. And she said, it has been scrubbed, Fatima. It is so clean. I had to ensure that this was done to your taste. And I said, well, I just have this OCD, and I do really want to be sure that everything is sparkling. But you see, that connected back to who I was in secondary school. Now, when I was in Form 5, in FGGC Portiscum, we were prepping, to take over from the prefects who were in SS3. And I was so obsessed to be the health prefect because I just felt, they're so clean, they're so properly dressed, they don't have wrinkles on their outfits and all of that. And I just said, it's health prefect and nothing else. But when I walked into the hall where the principal and a lot of other teachers sat in, I just took a few steps and she said, that's my head girl. And I said, okay, I'm not vying for the position of the head girl. But I had the option of saying no, but I said, okay, let me chart this territory which has not been charted in my own life. And let me see what lessons I'll learn along the way and how far this will take me. And in that essence, I built who I was, and I built some leadership skills and human skills that probably as a health prefect I wouldn't have access to. So, what is the Great Spirit? What is common about the Great Spirit? Who has the Great Spirit? Each and every one of us have this Great Spirit. If you see each and everybody here, they have something in common, and I'll take you through 5 salient points. One thing about Great Spirits is they live fully and they die empty. If you look at Tupac, I'm talking to the guys right now. Tupac had so many albums that even when he died, his albums kept selling. So today I ask you, if you leave this world right here, right now, would you leave a legacy that would outlive you? Or would it be just 1 month, 1 week, and they'll forget about you? What will be the story of your life? Another thing that great people have in common is they say yes to all opportunities. So when the opportunities come, say yes, yes. Say yes to the opportunities. But one thing about great people is they know when to say no. Because when you say yes to opportunities, you need to learn to say no to distractions. So how do you figure out those distractions in your life? It's taken me a long journey, but along the line I figured out that I need to learn to say no. So sometimes I run away from my office because when I sit in the office, so many people want to talk to me because I have taken upon myself to go on this journey of self-discovery and helping people awaken the Great Spirit within themselves. So sometimes I sit in my office and from morning till 6 p.m., people just keep coming, oh, Mamza, I just need you to help me with this, I need you to help me with that. And the whole day is gone, and I haven't done anything towards my journey except awaken the Great Spirit within others. So you need to be able to say no to distractions, figure out what the distractions are in your life, and say yes to the great opportunity. Another thing great spirits have within them is they chart uncharted territories. So if Beyonce has said, I want to be exactly like Michael Jackson, I'm sure when she's performing, you'll say, oh, but I've seen that. I've seen it all. Now imagine you're on beach and you're walking on a beautiful beach that hasn't been walking on before or trodden. When you walk a few steps forward, you see your footprints on the sands of time. Now, if you walk that beach and I go behind you and I walk the same place you put your feet on and another person walks on that, there is no territory being charted. So therefore, you need to find the courage within you and be fearless and chart a territory uncharted. My journey as a makeup artist started when I was in ABU Zaria, and Aisha Ogi was kind to make a remarkable difference in my life. So I studied biochemistry, but I got bored of all the enzymology and all of that. And I knew that I had an eye. I knew I had an eye to see the beauty that is within, and I could bring it outside. So I'm a makeup artist, but I'm so much more than that. When I sit with so many women, what I see is insecurity. Some issue that some person has planted within you. Oh, Mamza, I hate my nose. Can you make it smaller? Oh, Mamza, my skin is, can you see? But I can't see that. Oh, Mamza, look carefully. There's this place that is brown. Oh, but I think you're beautiful. Oh, Mamza, I don't like red lipstick. I've been told it doesn't look nice on me. And I usually tell them, okay, let's take a bet. If I'm able to make you love that red lipstick, would you pay me double? But it never happens. So, but the truth of the matter is, as a makeup artist, what I do is I try to heal the issues you're dealing with inside, and I'm trying to awaken the great spirit within you and let you know that you're a human being. You're a great spirit. And you're not defined by all the external factors. You're much more than an individual of Kebbi State. You're much more than a citizen of Nigeria. You're much more than an attendee of TEDx Argungu. You are a great spirit. So ladies and gentlemen, I would actually ask your indulgence to please stand up and put your hands together for one of the greatest people you're going to meet today. Please, I ask you to arise and put your hands together. I'm introducing you to the great spirit. You are a great spirit. Thank you very much. And so finally, before I leave, I'm just going to quickly run through a poem to awaken the great spirit. This was a poem that I just went through as I went along my journey. So we're beckoning on the great spirit, the people who had lived before us, the Queen Aminas and all of that. Great spirits of all who lived before us, fill our hearts and soul with all you know. Show us the answers to our deepest yearnings. Give us wisdom to understand each other in the depths of our soul. Help us with the course to chart a territory unknown, which has our name inscribed on. Give us direction at all times and the willingness to listen to our small, still voice and understand that we are all helped when we ask for direction. Help us to always look at life with wonder, the eyes of newness, mystified like a child, seeing something for the first time, a remarkable appreciation for the unfamiliar, to appreciate all we have been given, the gifts, the lessons, the pain, the beauty, and the teachers in this world that keeps evolving, that we're trying to catch up. Help us to find the great spirit, our great spirit, within and chart a new territory to inspire generations to come. Thank you very much.